right now on Saturday night, it's HQ. I'm Sarah Pribis, and I hope you're having a terrific weekend so far. It's the last day of March. You know what that means. Tomorrow is April Fool's Day. Just saying, I'm staying extra alert. I want to give some shout-outs to Michael Anthony, Kim Rad, Nathan D., Mala Hertz, Jess Fletcher, Beanie Siegel, happy birthday to Bubbles and Henry Hot Dogs Carter, and sending love to all the relatives hanging out this Passover and Easter weekend. Remember, the family that plays together slays together. Congrats to some of the families that won last night, like the Cordero sisters, the Jacobs gang, and the McClellan crew from Pennsylvania. Well, it's time to come together again for some trivia. All million of you, we got 1 million players here, competing against each other live right now. Has it been a while? Are you getting back into the HQ groove? Is it your first time? Hello, first timers. Or is this your bread and butter and you got your family on board right now to help you win? Well, I'm ready if you're ready. Let's keep this short and sweet. We got 12 questions for you. You got to answer them within 10 seconds. And if you get them all right, then you win tonight's prize, which is $5,000. $5,000. That can go a long way. Maybe you can chip in for an Easter ham, some Passover matzah. Well, let's get cracking. Here's Q1. On Broadway, a triple threat is a person who sings, dances, and what? Acts, bakes cakes, or trains dogs. I love puppies, and strawberry shortcake is my jam. But if you're in a Broadway musical, they're going to ask you to do singing and dancing and acting. The correct answer is acts, and we have over 1 million of you staying alive to Q2. Awesome. HQ triple threats? They think, they tap, and they're nice in the chat. A lot of triple threats out there. Okay, Q2. Abraham Lincoln is known for wearing what kind of headgear? Propeller cap, stovepipe hat, or supreme beanie? Honest Abe honestly rocked this look. Today, that hipster Abe Lincoln may have rocked the supreme beanie, but back in the 19th century, he was trying to get the stovepipe. Stovepipe hat is your answer. And yeah, 1 million people hanging on. I love it. Abe, the original hype beast. All right, big news for you guys. $75,000 game tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know if you know that or not. 9 p.m. Eastern, $75,000 up for grabs. So make sure you tell everyone they're not allowed to go to sleep until they help you win HQ. So let's win HQ right now, Q3. Which of these foods is not a type of onion? Scallion, shallot, or scallop? I know you can't cook without them, but chopping onions always makes me cry. Does anyone have a trick? All right, I love scallions in my cream cheese and shallots in my mignonette. But scallops are not a type of onion. 911,972 of you got that. Yes, a scallop is a type of seafood, a little mollusk. Definitely would taste good with some onions. Q4. Which of these jobs requires a training and testing period that takes about 34 months? IKEA store manager, Louvre tour guide, or London cab driver? That's longer than you've been training for HQ. So if you haven't gotten a win yet, don't be discouraged. Takes 34 months for a London cab driver to train and test. London cab driver is your answer. 243,587. We have our first savage question of the night here at Q4. Over 500,000 of you out. I'm feeling your pain. But HQ Matata can come back tomorrow for the big one. So the test, known as the Knowledge, was called the world's hardest geography test by the National Geographic. Q5. What Oscar-winning biblical classic features a legendary chariot racing scene with thousands of extras? Samson and Delilah, The Ten Commandments, or Ben-Hur? Thousands of extras and a crew of hundreds combined to make this film the most Amazing film, but the most legendary part is a sprawling, widescreen chariot race won by, spoiler alert, Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur is your answer. 178,000 of you got that. Yes, so Charlton Heston played Ben-Hur, and he also played Moses in the Ten Commandments. Q6. What is the correct spelling of the bear family that has starred in hundreds of popular kids' books? Berenstein Bears, Berenstein Bears, or Berenstain Bears? The extremely human-like bear family who taught us countless lessons about sharing and not staying up too late. I read them. You read them. They're the Berenstain Bears. Berenstain Bears is your answer. Even though many people insist that the spelling is E-I-N, it's A-I-N. 54,683 of you got that, but we have another savage question at Q6. 120,000 of you out on that, but you're not alone. I have to tell you, that is a really good example of the Mandela effect, when a large group of people misbelieve something. This was a meme in 2015, remember that? Q7. The song used in the viral Mannequin challenge meme features a solo by what rapper? Jay-Z, Gucci Mane, or 2 Chainz? This challenge was all the rage. I never did one. And don't I know it's too late? So I'm not gonna do it, even though I feel like I'm missing out. But the rapper soloist was Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is your answer. 28,581 of you got that. Black Beatles, the unofficial anthem of the Mannequin Challenge, features a solo by Guwap, aka Gucci Mane. Q8. What kind of number is the decimal expansion of 1/7? Endless but repeating, irrational, or ending? Hello, I am your resident substitute teacher, but I'm like the cool teacher, so you can just call me Sarah. 1/7 in decimal form is 0.142857, on and on forever. The correct answer is endless but repeating. That number is endless but repeating. 14,609 of you got that. Endless but repeating, like all of our bills every month. Next question. Birders use what 4-letter word to refer to hard to classify birds? Anon, spa, or drib? Those bird watchers have a lot of birds to keep track of. New research suggests there are up to 18,000 species. That's bonkers. Well, this might be the big year for you if you tapped spa, because spa is your answer. They just mark SP. 3,838 of you got that, and we have another savage question at Q9. We have 3,838 people defying savagery. Well done. Don't feel bad. The 10,000 of you come back tomorrow for the big game. The rest of you are spreading your wings and migrating to Q10. Which U.S. state's capital city is home to an NHL team? Ohio, Florida, or Pennsylvania? Such excitement about baseball and basketball these days. Where is the hockey love at? Any hockey fans in the house? All right, so Pennsylvania has 2 teams, but neither play in Harrisburg. Florida, also 2 teams, but they don't play in Tallahassee. So the correct answer is Ohio. Columbus, Ohio, home to the Blue Jackets. Yes, 2,264 of you got that. And I'm sorry, Blue Jackets and Blue Jackets fans, about that loss earlier to the Canucks. Q11. Mozart's The Marriage of Figaro continues the story of what other opera? The Barber of Seville, Rigoletto, or La Traviata? Yes, operas have sequels. It's not just superhero movies. It's kind of cool. The Marriage of Figaro is the sequel to Barber of Seville. The Barber of Seville is your answer. 1,190 of you got that. You know, you may think you're not an opera person, but just trust me and give it a shot. This is it. The final question. Clear eyes, full brains, can't lose. I'm rooting for you. It's Q12. Who was the last elected U.S. president to not hold office as either a Democrat or Republican? Millard Fillmore, Chester A. Arthur, or Ulysses S. Grant? Imagine more than a blue and red party. How is that, Canada? Grant was a Republican back when that was the more liberal party. Chester, was it him? Before Republicans or Democrats, there were Whigs, which counted among their members President Fillmore. Chester was a Republican. Millard Fillmore is your answer. We have 602 winners. Yay, you! We started at over 1 million players and got down to 602 of you. You should be so proud of yourself. Moth 88. Doesn't that look like an awesome family? I'm so happy for you. Norm DJQ killed it today. Mimi Brody won. I don't know what that is in your avatar, but it looks artsy and I like it. Savroge, $8.30 for you. It's not about the money, you know? It's really about the bragging rights, about the feeling of accomplishment. You know, did you get your video for Twitter? Are you going to brag about it later? 602 winners. What a dream. Talking about make your family proud. I'm Sarah Pribis, and I'm proud of you too. Send me your scores tonight. Any score. Honestly, you don't have to have won for me to be impressed. It's a hard game. HQ is going to be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you're not going to want to miss it. $75,000 prize. Tell Grandma she's sleeping over. You're going to need her. Thanks for playing. I'll see y'all later. Save me some matzah. Bye.